in all circumstances, no matter what, no matter how bad it gets, no matter how great it is, there's always something to be thankful for. And I'll tell you coming up next. If you hadn't already hit that reddish orange button below, go ahead and subscribe. And for ones who've already, thank you for being part of my community. You have blessed me far. Go ahead and give a thumbs up and pass it on, share it to someone who you think it might benefit. Hey, I couldn't be here. I'm thankful for all of you because I couldn't be here doing this all by myself. I get a little bored listening and talking to myself, but at least I can talk and communicate with you. No matter the situation, there's always something to be thankful for. Now, I'm going to shamelessly plug my book again. This book here, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I did a little book of it, journal. It's basically a journal, all right? It says day 1, whatever the date was, and whatever happened that day. Day 2, whatever the date was, whatever happened, and to all the rest of it. Now, inside here, I have a little story written by an unknown author. All right, now, to get started, when you get old like me, you got to take glasses off. At least I do. I got to take my glasses off to read. Some of y'all, you may have to put glasses on to read, but I got to take them off to read. Now, the story from an unknown author is titled, There is always something to be thankful for. And the story goes something like this. A famous writer was in his study room. He picked up his pen and started writing. Last year, I had surgery and my gallbladder was removed. I had to stay stuck in bed due to this surgery for a long time. The same year, I reached the age of 60 years and had to give up my favorite job. I had spent 30 years of my life in this publishing company. The same year, I experienced the sorrow due to my death of my father. And in the same year, my son failed his medical exam because he had a car accident. He had to stay in the bed at a hospital with a cast for several days. The destruction of a car was another loss. At the end, he wrote, "It was such a bad year." When the writer's wife entered the room, she found her husband looking so sad in his thoughts. From behind his back, she read what was written on the paper. She left the room silently and came back with another piece of paper and placed it to the side of her husband's writing. When the writer saw this paper, he found this was written on it by his wife. "Last year, I finally got rid of my gallbladder, due to which I had spent several years in pain. I turned 60 with a sound health and got retired from my job. Now I can utilize my time to write something better with more focus and peace. The same year, my father, at the age of 95, without depending on anyone or without any critical condition, met his Creator. The same year, God blessed my son with a new life. My car was destroyed, but my son stayed alive without getting disabled." And at the end, she wrote, "This year was an immense blessing of God and how it passed well." See, the same incidents, but different viewpoints. If we ponder with the viewpoints that what could have happened more, we would truly become thankful for the Almighty. Moral of the story? In our daily lives, we must see that it's not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratefulness that makes us happy. There is always something to be thankful for. We must be blessed in what we go through. Not to say we all want to be disabled. We want to go through cancer. We want to have heart failure. We want to have diabetes. We want to be addicted to drugs or alcohol, porn, whatever it is. Not to say we want to do all that and go through that adversity, but by going through the situations, we can find the light at the end of the tunnel and realize that light is not a freight train coming to hit us and make us even worse. So it depends on how we view things. With all this coronavirus 19 thing that's going on, and people are panicking, and people are taking all the toilet paper and not leaving it for other people. I just interviewed Captain Charlie Plum, POW, prisoner of war, for nearly 6 years. He was able to make it 6 years, nearly 6 years, without toilet paper, being trapped in prison camp. So I believe we can handle it too without everybody grabbing everything. I mean, I wish you would think and look, with you being greedy and taking everything, you're also taking away from other people that could be using that. We're getting way ahead. We're panicking too much when we don't need to. Do what you need to do the right way. Wash your hands. Keep everything clean. Get away from someone that may be coughing. If you do catch it, just get help and be taken care of and see what happens. We all have something to be thankful for, no matter what the situation. Look for the lining, the silver lining in the clouds. They say it must rain so we can dance in the rain. We got to go through the storm, to get to the other side. So remember, we're all going through something. Some people are going through more than others, which is sad. But we always have something to be thankful for. Hey, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to like and share. Hey, do something today, tomorrow, something next week that's going to help you persevere past your paralysis.